That's the whole time. Sorry for starting late. Sorry for not being on time. Let's start the show. I am exhausted, but I'm here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hello. How are we doing today or tonight? Thank you for coming to class. Sorry for being late. Sorry for calling this a class. It's not really a class. It's a vlog. It's an interactive vlog. You can ask me anything. Talk to me about whatever. I'm a zombie. I'm asleep. My eyes are on fire. This allergy season is getting to me. Whatever we have in the air is burning my face. Um, like right here is really bad. This is where it hurts the most. Like I can't even keep my contacts in my eyes. I feel like my contacts are gonna pop out. But right here, this hurts so bad. Like I got so much pain. Just I don't know what it is. And then I'm like hawking a phlegm, but it's like not even anything. It's just it's like nothing. But it just burns. So I got to get through this. I haven't taken any Zyrtex or any allergy medicine because I just don't like taking. I don't like taking stuff. I like to just go through it, but it's starting to make me like really. Also, because I haven't slept, but Zyrtex will work. But we're not here for that. We're here for My Manic Mondays, the interactive vlog. My Manic Mondays, where movies and mental health meet. The interactive vlog. I'm CJ Robles. I'm your guest. I was talking to somebody at the stand up tonight about doing streaming, and he was like, "Who do you talk to?" Or, well, who was out there? Like, how do you know who's out there? I go, I don't know. He was like, "You're just there talking to yourself?" Well, yeah. And he goes, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yeah, I'm just by myself, just talking." But I'm also a little bit late because I'm excited to. Oh wow! Okay, cool. It's a. Oh wait, I gotta just. I'm sorry. See, I'm kind of working right now. I was also late. Oh no, thank you. Hold on, I got some breaking news. Oh my goodness, this is great news. This is breaking news on My Manic Mondays. We got a show coming up on Friday at the Fallout Theater downtown Austin, 6 in Guadalupe and West 6 in Guadalupe. And I have my second show of Electronico Fantastico, Spanglish in Vivo. And I got a great guest for a comic. So I know who my second comic's going to be, and my first comic. So my second comic, I get two comics to go on stage. So it's two stand-up comedians, two improv sets, and two movies, two sketches I do, or two short movies or whatnot. Um, what do you call it? And it's you gotta get talent, And I asked somebody that's in my eyes, I've seen a lot perform this, and she's getting so good. I asked somebody to be like, "Hey, can you be in my show?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Maybe." She's double booking, by the way. So I just double booked an event this Sunday, and it was really hard for me. And because I wasn't CJ, like I wasn't like that. I was doing the energy thing, but I was like lagging. I was just like, because I couldn't give it my. I messed up because I thought one event was in June, one was in July, or I didn't know one was in May. I don't know how I messed it up. But hold on, let me finish. I'm sorry, everybody. Just give me 1 second. Hold on. It's like a business thing. I got. All right. Sorry. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. Should I break the news now? Who we got? Because I have one comedian and I have another. I have both my comedians. So we're doing the new podcast with Ty Gwynn called "Wait That Didn't Kill Me" podcast, and we're launching it on Wednesday. And we had our first guest was JP Lambiase, and he's a cool YouTuber, content creator, great energy, great person. And I asked him, he's doing stand up, and I was like, "Hey, you want to be on the show?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll do it." I'm like, "Oh, awesome! He's gonna be there. Great, he's gonna do it." And then I was like, I had this one comedian. I was just waiting and waiting and waiting because I haven't had really time to focus on the show. But I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'm like, I want to ask her, but I want to make sure like I have the right timing, and it's actually a good thing I waited because, excuse me, actually they accidentally gave me the wrong information. The show's at 8 p.m., not 7. So that's on Friday, May 24th, 8 p.m. Tickets at Fallout Comedy ATX, falloutcomedy.com. And sorry, I'm hungry. Shouldn't be doing live, but that's My Manic Mondays. We do what we want here. Electronico Fantástico, Spanglish en vivo. It's liberal life Spanglish. But I got Sam Lopez, comedian. She's funny. She can do improv. She can do acting, and she's a comedian. Gosh, she's hilarious, and she's gonna do the show. So it's breaking news now. We're having two comedians, and then I'm gonna have some Fallout personnel help me out with the improv portion. So we'll get that going. And I want this show just to be I want it to be a communication show. I want this show to be that it doesn't matter if it's Spanglish, English, Spanish, Korean, Vietnamese, French, German, whatever, sign language. I want it to be a show where we can just get along with the movies. You know, there's always gonna be a little bit of English in whatever we do. So because we're in, I'm in America right now. Excuse me. But I want I would like for like just everybody to enjoy show, and they're all kind of movie based because I'm a guy that likes movies. So I gotta first talk about like my video background and movie film background and kind of show a display, but also I want people to have fun with comedy, and I want people to have fun with improv. But also at first I was doing this more like a healing thing, like I wanted to talk about like my addiction and get it out there and do stories and whatnot. But then it got too like sad and emo, and I don't think people really want that from me. So I wanted to have it fun and wanted to have a party. So that's really what they want from me. So I'm trying to learn my personality better and my personality traits. And it's like throwing a party, like a show party would be cool. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I do a birthday party. I was turning 40 and I was like, might as well do it. So it was a birthday show party. And now I just want to do the party continues, that's what the tagline will be. The party continues. Because I want to have a good time, and I want everybody to have a good time too. I want to show we can have it like it's a full Friday, it's the end of the work week. Show up and let's have some fun. I'm gonna have a raspas. We're gonna have free snow cones. I haven't got approved yet, but I haven't asked, so we'll see. Um, so I'm going to really enjoy doing this show too. So I need to practice this week. I don't even have any energy right now to do any writing or reading or anything. I'm done. I need to go to bed, shower, go to bed. But I did stand up today. I was number 5. I'm starting to get it. It's starting to click. It's you're woven things together. I'm not saying I'm good. What I'm trying to say is I'm starting to understand how to talk, because I'm getting 50-50 now. And it's how I deliver it. Man, I don't even know. Sometimes I can't even see anybody out there. I hear, I sense them, I feel them. So I'll say a joke and I heard a laugh, but I don't know where it came from. But I was looking over here, so I can't see anybody really. It's just kind of, so I'm just in my own world. So I'm learning I think I need to do what I do for acting. When I'm doing an acting role, or I'm practicing acting, I'm doing it in front of a mirror. I'm doing it on nowadays. I do it with the camera on the laptop, or the computer, or the phone. I practice it like that. But I'll record myself, and when I do a session, when I have time, I'll record myself and post it. But I think I need to deal with my stand-up, but I'm getting it. It's making sense to me, because I was like, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laughs, but I got 4 no response. So it was like my board would look like this. Like it was like when it hit. When it didn't, it didn't. When it hit, and it didn't, it didn't. So I was like, oh, cool. I had a decent hit rate. Ty Gwyn's always saying about you want to have a good hit rate on your jokes, and you want to remember your jokes with a good hit rate. But a lot of stuff too right now, I'm learning that I'm very frustrated with a lot of things, but I'm learning that I'm happy I have this. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have this, because then I don't know what I'd be doing, like not like job wise or anything, just like how would I be handling, how would I handle the pandemic if I didn't have these safety nets implemented on myself. It kind of sounds funny, but people that do this, or people that understand this, they get it. But like I was saying before, a lot of my things I would do were more exterior, or more outdoors, and more just getting out a lot of energy, just releasing it. And then pandemic happened, and we all got stuck at home. But I had to learn other things, like the gardening. That's like one thing I'm like happy. This is year 5 for me. I already have a harvest coming on, and I'm taking care of it. It's looking nice. My backyard's looking nicer. I was all over the place for a couple of years, so now I'm like trying to like be more grounded and spend more time. Like right now, just spend time with my kid. Like I did stand up, and he was supposed to be asleep, but he stayed up and he waited for me. So I was like, I something told me like just get home already. Like I've already seen enough comedy and I'm tired, so let's just get home. So I usually wait an hour and hang out or whatever. But I was like, I got home and we just hung out, and just spending time with him was fun. And then we've been playing Mortal Kombat 3 a lot, and he likes the way I play. He's my hype man. It's so fun. He's my hype man. He gets on to me. He's like, come on, let's go. You can do this, Dad. Come on. You do beat. Oh, Dad, look, you're the greatest. You're a master. And I'm like, I'm pretty good, but it's an older game, so I'd have to see what the equivalent new games are, or the newest version. I own like X or 11, but I don't think they're like at 13 or 14 now. But I think they're just adding characters, and it's just getting really gruesome. So it's turning into like gore porn. So we'll see. I'd rather have a good story and play analog as well. I'm all about analog. Like, we got to use a joystick and the buttons. I think that we need to bring that back, or at least, or not bring it back. Just have more games that do that. I think that's good for anybody who's developing or anybody who's learning something. It's good to learn kind of patterns, and I like my son learning how to play. We did a code in Mortal Kombat 3, and he got to play. What I did that? He got to play Smoke. He beat me, and he got to play Smoke, and he almost beat him. He got like 4 uppercuts in a row, and I was like, "Oh, you're actually doing something." He got excited. He goes, "Look, Dad, I almost won." And when he got excited, I was like, "Oh man, he's like really proud of himself." Like, he's like, "Oh, I almost beat Smoke. He's so hard." I was like, "I know." He almost did it, but I was just happy for him. So, but man, I'm getting beat up and rest. But this is what the whole episode is really about: hitting the wall and still going. Have you been keeping up with me? Lately, I started doing this thing called. I first started saying streaming every day till I get a job in my own field, or I get more subs. But then I've done this before. I've done this a lot in the last 2 years. This 21-day challenge thing, and now I'm like just showing you how to do it, and I'm kind of proving myself what I'm doing. And I'm learning that I don't want to be actually in somebody else's field. I want to be in my own field. So I'm growing my own field. I'm growing the video store, Manic Movies, the home video store, and bring it to life. Been talking about it a lot in that show. I'm learning that all shows are different, but bringing my Manic Movies to life. But this is usually the part where I'm already at day 20. So tomorrow's day 21. If I finish day tomorrow in the morning, I'll have a 21-day challenge completed, and that probably gives me some kind of level up, right? Self-proclaimed. Nobody owes me anything. I don't win anything, but self-proclaimed. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it going though. If I can keep the chain going, I'm gonna keep burning it. I'm gonna keep connecting it because I'm enjoying this. This is helping me out. This was for me. I knew starting this 21-day challenge was gonna be for me because JDF was one to give me the idea, so I just started doing it and it worked. So I was like, holy shit. So now with this show too, I'm finding out like I do need this show because every time I go to the Texas Frightmare, every time I hang out there, I get like I don't know, man. I get ideas. It's just real people, real ideas, real conversations, real love, real. Nobody hates anybody. There's not really any animosity. Some people are more like, hey, that person really wants attention, or oh, that person again, or whatever. But they pull it off. I don't care. I'm just there for the creativity. I'm there for the love, for everything. But like that, I mean, even this is a design that I would make. This is totally a CJ design. Like even the chainsaw in the middle, like that's totally me. So I'm like, wowzers. Like you know, but it was a great weekend. Like I love going over there. I love hanging out with these people. I love getting to know them. I love making friends. And but it's like you only get to see them, and then you're all friends where you're friends online the whole time, really, and you share each other's like memes or whatever, reels or posts, but you're really there just for each other, and so you can motivate each other and stay in contact and whatnot. But yeah, I had a great time at Texas Frightmare. It's one of my favorite events, like to go, and it's kind of the starting point for conventions for me, and that's why I'm like learning that show to be more that show the this one doing a stream every day because also now I do podcasting, and podcasting is very similar to streaming, but they're two different things. Podcasting is to analog as streaming is to digital, or you could also say that podcasting is capturing a moment in time for a later release, or just capturing it, and live streaming is going as now. There's no preparation. It's this. I mean, there's preparation, but there's no pause. We're doing off the cuff, and this is what I like. I like doing both. I like doing podcasting. I like streaming. Podcasting is we're launching our first episode tomorrow, so I got to get on that. I got to wake up early. I mean Wednesday, so I got to get tomorrow up and got to get everything cleaned up. But also we're shooting tomorrow and Wednesday, so I'm gonna be filming a lot for the show this weekend. This Friday we got Electronico Fantastico, Spanglish and Vivo. Video, sketch, stand-up, and improv comedy. Friday, May 24th, 8 p.m. Tickets at Fallout Comedy ATX or falloutcomedy.com. I've had a few people ask me to live stream it. If I can, I think they're gonna the theater probably want to compromise, and I'll probably have to sell tickets. So we buy some tickets. I have to stream it, right? So if anybody wants to buy some tickets and then tell me, hey, I bought a ticket to watch the stream, I will. I'll do it for sure. They'll like that. But it's I haven't got the audio though. I want to get the audio right, but that'd be the hardest part. But we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm ready to have another. This is my second show. So the first one was about a month ago, or month about 6 weeks ago. When I turned 40, I did a show called Electrónico Fantástico, the show within the show. But I want to really work on my my Spanish heritage, my Mexican roots, and this show is really showing me a lot about it and showing about myself. But exactly like what that 21-day challenge thing did for me is like it's really showing me like holding myself accountable, because I'm having people now at 8 a.m. show up and hang out with me. I have one ride or die already. I got a ride or die, JR, and it's like crazy. Like I'm now running off. I think he might even be here. I'm running off that energy because I want to make sure that he said that I'm motivating him, that he might do a 21-day challenge, not a streaming, but he might do it. And I'm like, go for it. I want to see you do it. I want to know too. And I like that we can do this. We don't have to be in the same spot. We don't have to be in the same area, and we can just kind of help each other out. Because also too, as we're doing these episodes, I'm just leaving them out on the internet for anybody to follow. I'm also like just leaving paths for people. I was always a lost soul for a long time, and I feel like I always had the answer right in front of my face. I just didn't think I could do them. And once I started applying myself and learning I could do it, learning disciplines, I still need a lot of discipline to go. But you're always learning. I'm always working on myself. And I think by doing that, it shows me other things I can do. I can get better on. I can practice. I don't need to be negative. I don't need to beat people down, or I don't need to talk back. It's just save time. I'm mature now. I'm matured. So what? I want to fight about it. I think the fact that a lot of things I was asking for, I'm getting. So now I need to show up my end. Let's see who's up in here. Comment. Hey, late chicken. Hey, late start. There, Jared. I tell you about it. Talk about him, and he shows up. Now I showed up late too because I did stand up, but then I got home, hung out with the kid, and he said we're kind of late. But I was also chatting with my comics for the evening because for Friday night I have a comics. I got my comics. So I'm doing Electrónico Fantástico, Spanglish en Vivo, video sketch stand-up improv comedy on Friday night, May 24th, 8 p.m. at the Fallout Theater. Tickets at falloutcomedy.com, but or Everbright. I'm sorry, Eventbrite. But I was talking to Sam Lopez. She's going to be one of my comedian comedian, stand-up comedians on the show. Sorry, and I'm excited. And so is JP Lambies, and he's going to be my other comic. So I have those two comics on, and I'm very excited. JP has a lot of energy. He's got a lot of stories to tell. He's doing so many cool things right now too. So I hope he talks about them. I hope he makes jokes. He's been doing a lot of stand-up lately. So I have a 10-minute spot. I was like, dude, if you want it, take it, bro. He took it. And then Sam, I just asked her, and she was like, oh, she's actually doing a show at 8:00. And she was like, but I can do both. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's hard. So she's like, I go, well, I'll get her on first. Then I'll get her on. The show's at 8. I'll start the show right at 8, and I'll get her right at 8:05 because I do a video, so it's gonna be video sketch, and we'll just get her going through it. Like earlier I said on the 21-day challenge, I would take people on the ride for that, but that's getting kind of challenging because I hate doing dual things, like going for me recording, actually recording, and then recording myself recording. I don't know. I don't think it's obnoxious. I don't think it's necessary, but I'd like to have it, but I don't have any money to pay anybody to do it. So I have to learn how to do it myself, but maybe a few photos here and there, just to bottle things in and bring y'all with it, do that kind of thing. But yeah, a lot of the talk I did this morning was more about my Texas Frightmare event, and also, oh no, that's Friday. Sunday. So that was yesterday. God, see, I'm losing days. So I did 2 shows. I'm doing two shows. I've been doing basically a show on Sunday, a show on Monday morning, a show on Sunday night, and then a show on Tuesday morning. So it's like do. And yeah, I'm still losing track of time a little bit, but I'm also keeping myself accountable because I'm staying in time. So I'm not like, off center like I've been on the other shows, because other shows were just practice. It was just, now it's like, hey, we got a target audience, let's go, and that's how we're figuring things out. But I'm gonna do a short episode too, because I don't want to stay up too late. And I was focusing, because we even just having conversations on the phone and texting and all that stuff, like that's like exhausting. That's like I take it now, like I pause and I have like a conversation with somebody like this in the room with me, like this. I kind of like, if somebody was like interacting with me a lot, or if I had somebody doing a live stream with me, I'd be talking. But but Jared, tomorrow's day 21. I gotta get to it, get on it. I say that live at 21 minutes. Cool. So I got 21 episode 21, 21. Jared's been on the journey. I think you got on like episode 3 or 4. You got in early. He's an early investor. He's got in at ground zero, so he's watching. He's able. I mean, also he's able to talk about things. So got me in check too. He put me in check the other day, so it really helped me out. And he did a good moment because whenever you do a 21-day challenge, you have to do it. And if you don't know what to do, you just do the same thing every day for 21 days, and you'll make that your habit. Like if you want a hobby or something, or if you want to become a professional at something and you want to grow and you want to learn more. But the one thing I didn't learn, I've taught myself is like number the 4th or 5th time I've done this in the last 2 years. It around day 13, 14, 15, and especially by like day 16, you catch fire. You catch some kind of lightning in a bottle. There's something there where you were going far right and you realize, no, this is not going to work. Let's go this way. Let's go back to the middle center. Let's find a center. Or you're like noticing like, oh, I'm repeating myself all the time. Let me not do that. Let's figure it out. Let's get new things. Let's find new things. That's what I do. So I learned because that's a practice. You're on the you're in the treadmill. You're in the wind. You're the spinning hamster. You're in that wheel, and you're moving. You're working out, but you're not getting anywhere. So we want to make sure we direct that stuff. So as we're working on this, we're focusing. But there's something around that cream and butter where you get to those days. Even with stand up, I'm on episodes. I'm on the 17th Monday in a row this year that I've gotten done stand up, and I felt so confident, like bombing. Like I was like, man, I didn't study. I didn't have anything. I just kind of wrote a few things. I made a few jokes. I'm letting people know who I am, and I'm also saying some vulgar stuff I can't say here. So just to see, I'm checking where the sides are at. Let's see how deep we can go with this. And I don't want, and also you guys want the person here is supposed to be a nice, lovable character. That's who I am. I'm very defensive because I put a lot of time into things and it's been taken from me, stolen from me, or things that I've loved and cherished. But I learned that things come around and you gotta like believe in things because they'll float if you let them. You can't hold them all the time in the water. You gotta let them float, swim on their own. So you just let things happen. And but yeah, what you got? Dude, it went good, man. So check this out. I was saying it earlier, but check this out. It was like I basically wrote down 10 jokes, and I got to 9 of them, and or maybe I just kind of put a little few in there, but I got because I got the light, and I did 3 minutes and like 10 seconds. I didn't do the whole 4 minutes. But it was like I said like 5 jokes, and then 4, and then between those 5 jokes, I said a joke. It was 4 jokes, and those were so. I was like, I got to laugh, and then nothing. Got to laugh, nothing. Got to laugh, nothing. But in between the bad jokes, I was able to kind of a little bit like tell little things and play around. I got my arm off the mic now because I was doing that for a minute. I was like, all right, I'm more aware now. And it went good though, but I did say a stupid joke and it worked. But I knew it was gonna work. Now I got like really stupid jokes, and it's kind of race, so I don't want to focus on that one. But just letting people know what my ethnic background is. But what do you call it? It's not a big deal to me, but some people have issues. But the joke pattern when I was falling and I picked it back up was cool. That's all. I feel like it's like improv. I feel like stand up is the same thing. If you're throwing a beach ball and you don't want to hit the ground, all your time up there is learning how to keep that beach ball up. Boom, boom. And improv is cool because you're like hitting the ball to somebody else, and they might hit you something with a pop, and you got to go and hit it back. Stand up, you're playing by yourself, but you're using the crowd to help you. We had a good crowd though, by the way. At least 35 to 40 people, and that's a lot. That made me kind of focus a little bit. At least 35 people, at least minimum, because on the sign-in sheet for stand-ups, there was at least 15 to 20 on that. So there was more people outside. We had like multiple people. So it's also getting better weather, or just people are just going outside. Now it's hot. It's not better weather. It's just hot. But no, it feels good, man. I feel good. I like the, and also I gotta give mad props to a guy. I think he's a good comedian. He's kind of a raunchy comic, I guess you'd say, but he looks at me and he goes, "Man, I appreciate you coming. Keep coming, keep coming." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." He goes, "You keep showing up, just keep showing up." And I was like, "All right," because because I got to host Friday, and I got to do Spanish, so I got to read tomorrow Spanish books till Friday, leading up to Friday, and then I gotta because I'm doing a Spanglish show. I gotta make sure my Spanish is at least. I want to do the sharp, like sharp English, sharp Spanish, and then I want to mix it in there when I can with the acting in Spanglish. I love the people I have to work with: Nate Archer, Addie Archer, and Marcia, and I want to see them do more acting. So I want to give them opportunity to do what they can with improv. That's my improv crew. And you know, I'm trying to get more Latin people into the arts over here in Austin. So any Latinx, Latinos, Latinas, because they're all different. We're all different. I want them to come and hang out and do what we can do, just get on stage. But stand up, man. If I get some stand up comedians that do Spanish, that's what we're looking for. That's the goal. There are some, but they're either pricey, and I got to figure that out, or they're not available all the time because they do other things. They can only get, there's only so many. So if I work on my Spanish more, I want to transition over. I want to transition over to Spanish comedy as well. I can do it. I can do it right now with the video because I can write it out, think about it. But off the cuff, I'm Spanglish for sure. My Spanish is now mutated to like South American and with mixed with like Puerto Rican, Costa Rican, with Mexican Spanish. So it used to be very ranch, very slow Mexican Spanish, but now it's like, because I've been around different cultures, different Hispanics all the time now. I'm spending more time with different Latinos and Latinas, and a lot of Latinxes. You know, I'm learning a lot of different things. But I learn more, you know, from the Spanish speakers. But um, I love it. I love all incorporating my culture. So as we I like, but I'm not, you know, I'm trying to, even the writing, I'm learning how to write different, because the first two shows I did with Bigfoot, and I did with the when I do the Bigfoot, the Urban Explorer, and then we did the Zany Zane show, and how mental health. It was more of a mental health thing. If you build it, they will come. Because I did finish watching Field of Dreams, so I need to finish the color correcting on those videos, but I have those videos ready. I have two shows I can put up already on YouTube, so y'all can see what I'm working on. You can clearly tell I don't put a whole lot of time into the video, but the writing is in there. I can start posting my scripts. You want to see what I got? But yeah, we can talk about it tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day, and also I do need to erase a lot of. I have so much things I need to get rid of on my computer. I uploaded all this stuff to my cloud already, so I just need to. I haven't had time to sit down and clean the computer, because even when I did fall asleep again today, I took another nap from like right before stand up. From like 6:20 to 7:05. I was like, oh, I gotta get stand up. I just took a nap. I was just like, so I need rest. You know, I look like a madman. My Manic Mondayz is in full effect now. This is usually where I would take a break. This is usually where the 21 day or whatever I was doing, like, I start getting like this, start getting a little rough. But I'm gonna keep going through, because the streaming is extreme with the lights and talking and being here all the time, being present, trying to be at the same times, 8 a.m., 10 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 8 a.m., you know, and it's exhausting. But as I'm doing it, I'm learning more and more. I'm learning to focus on what I need to do and what I need to get done. And yeah, but I'm not practicing right now acting, but I need to. So I'm working on I'm hosting. So I need to, the stand up and hosting go hand in hand. Those are kind of work together. They're interchangeable in a way. Once you learn how to host, you can learn how to do acting. Are you looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine, or nah? I mixed. I mixed. I saw a beer commercial today with them both in it, and I got bad vibes. Tired of getting scammed by Marvel. I'd rather see on pay-per-view. I saw that commercial too. The aluminum cans. It's just Ryan Reynolds, man. I think he's just double dipping and taking all that money, because there's that whole thing like, y'all need me. Because also Ryan Reynolds banged on the fact that they were going to keep Deadpool canon from the comics, and they did. And there's only one of one Deadpool, which I really like, because I could see myself as one on one, but I got to show you I'm a one of one hologram. Nah, but I'm looking forward to it. It's Wolverine, Hugh Jackman Wolverine. I gotta watch it, man. I love Logan. I saw Logan 5 times in the theater. Not like I mean, not as just as a fanboy. The first two, the first one is on my own. Second one, fanboy. Third one by my own. Second one with my my girl, and the fourth one my brother. So they're like, oh, you want to watch? Yeah. So kind of, so I get the 5. The movie I've seen the most is The Hangover. I think that's 6 times I saw that one in the theater, and that's because I saw it and I just cracked up and I want to see it again. So I went to go watch it again, and then I literally watched it like at 10 o'clock in the morning or whatever, 11 o'clock. And then I went to go hang out with some friends, and my friend Kathy Gonzalez, she didn't want to do what they were doing, and I don't really like hanging out with people who were doing. And I was like, oh, I just saw The Hangover this morning. It was fun. She's like, oh, I wanted to watch it. You should have asked me. I would have gone. I go, well, watch it if you want to watch it. So we went to go watch it again, and we watched The Hangover. I watched it twice in one day. So, and I watched it the other 3 times with friends too. So anybody has said they hadn't seen it when I watched it, I went to watch it with them. But this I'm looking forward to. The advertising, that's what they got to do to make money. We'll see. I did like the trailer. What do you think about the trailer though? The Madonna, like a prayer. It's borderline cheesy, and I think they know this, so they're gonna go there. I always wanted to, before they did this, I was just like, if you do a fake trailer for your movie, for especially something you would hide so many things, and then they did that for Deadpool 2. So I was like, it's like parallel thinking, not my idea. It's like we're all thinking they did it. Um, I think I think I'm ready for it because I like Deadpool 2 and the fact that I don't read anything on it. I try to stay away from the Easter eggs. Doing the same thing with Deadpool 3. I just kind of saw that aluminum one because I was like, is that a I thought at first I saw it with no audio on Instagram and it was like sideways. I thought it was like someone made a fan film. So I was like, oh, look at this thing. And then I saw that I was like, oh no, it's an actual commercial. But yeah, I like it. Logan is one of the best. One of the sorry. Logan is one thing, but Disney Marvel has dropped the ball repeated since Endgame. Yeah, I wasn't even big on it. I loved Endgame. I just didn't like that Tony Stark died, but I get it. 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 21 with Black Widow, 22 Doctor Strange, and forget 23. Yeah, I like Doctor Strange though, man. That was good. I didn't. I like the Sam Raimi Doctor Strange only because it's Sam Raimi, so I'm biased. But I thought they did a good job. I thought they did a good job. Just making a movie. But I mean, look, check it out. Look at this. Look, I'll just show you real quick. Look at this. Just lying around in the studio because I was like, I got to get back into this. I'm a Doctor Strange guy. I like him. But you learn, I like learning about this. I was in a little group with a bunch of nerdy friends about comics, and I put this one in there and I go, check it out. I've been reading Doctor Strange. Like, oh, you stay away from that. And I'm like, nah, it's just like, it's not like black arts or anything, but I always thought it was cool. Like, how do you telepathically fight people? Or like with with curses and whatnot. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't have anything to drink. Well, I kind of do, but I don't know what's been in here. What do you think about the Ant-Man 3, the Quantum? I thought it was decent. I thought it was okay. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people got mad at me, but I was like, for a movie, especially for Marvel, it's hard because when you have so much expectations and they drop a little bit, you think they drop all the way. Spurs, I'm a diehard Spurs fan. They started losing, people started coming at me, and then within Spurs fans started talking shit to me. So I'll never forget those people. And when I bring it to your face, like I always do, try to do me wrong and make fun of me, and we got Wimby. So get the hell out of here. But it happens, when people forget that we won 5 titles from '99 to 2014. Very relevant in 3 decades, and with basically the same broken team. Not they weren't broken, but they're breaking down, and amount of trash talk that happens. I'm like, well, it's not like they were doing so good for so long, 21 years of always winning 50 games or whatever, making the playoffs. And then you drop it, people just give up on you. And it's like, what about it? So Marvel's always done this, comic books, the movies. They're losing stride a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I need help. I need sleep. The trailer was good. I skipped Deadpool 2 in theaters, but it was good on TV. I did like Strange 2, but damn, it was up to par. Guardians 3 was great, but it was last year. Guardians 3 broke me way too much. I'll tell you that oh my god, I just forgot his name. It's on my head. Who made Guardians 3? Okay, I have his face in my head. And I met his brother. God dang it. Kaufman. Sorry. James Gunn. That was his he started off with like trauma movies. He started off with Lloyd Kaufman, and you can see all those movies are so abstract, so crazy. His movies are insane, but you got to kind of go there with your brain. You got to get what he's Romeo and Juliet. It's the same story, but just his version. And then when you go see Guardians 3, it's that trauma in there, and it's heavy. But the funny parts are super funny. I mean, they got it down. Guardians. I mean, I got my Guardians. I got all my original Guardians number 1 through 10. Like I'm a Guardians guy too. So I got them handpicked. My mom's saving them for me. They're somewhere here. But here, no, I moved that thing. No, I think Guardians 3 was good. It was top notch. I saw Eternals the other day, and it's not bad. It's not. I mean, it's not as good as the other ones, but it's not bad. It's actually a good movie, good storyline. It just ends, and so I was like, a lot of people hated it, but from all the original MCU, I mean, I'm a Tony Stark guy. I like Iron Man. It's hard for me to kind of not like that one, but they're getting pretty good. Thor Ragnarok was up there. I enjoyed that experience watching. I think I had too much fun watching that one. Spider-Man, Deadpool 3 seemed the same nostalgia, but yeah, if Hugh Jackman and the other Spider-Man weren't in the movies, I don't know. See, that's the thing though. But did you want it or did you not want it? I wanted it. I wanted my Tobey Maguire. I wanted my Andrew Garfield. I cried when he catches Mary Jane because he gets his redemption from Gwen Stacy. I love that Amazing Spider-Man. They did justice. I want it. I got it. They gave it to me good. So, and they're if you're gonna toy with my nostalgia anyways, just give it to me the way I need it. They did. So I'm cool with that. That's the way I think. That's the way I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's and like I said, that's why I think Deadpool 3 is gonna have cheese in it. It's gonna be a lot cheesy. But that Juggernaut reveal was so amazing. I didn't even know anything about it because, like I said, I don't watch it. I try to stay away. When I saw Juggernaut, I was like, "Holy crap, he hit it!" And then you find out it's Ryan Reynolds is the voice of Juggernaut, and you're like, "Oh shit, he did that too." Yeah, I wanted it, but I wanted substance, not just junk food. I get it, but we're from a junk food generation, so we all ourselves have to break it. I think a lot of these things also too, brother. When you stay in this pattern and this, you start learning way more, and the thing can't live without money, and you got to get new people in. So we got to kind of do this balance where we're the people that know enough and want to keep going, and the people that need to know to keep because they need to balance out. We need to get money because you can't. At a certain point, this part starts dropping off, going somewhere else because it's too hard to sustain. Then you want the new people to come in. My movies. Did I say that or did you say that? What do you say? But yeah, I mean, I think you're right, man. I just think Logan was an original idea. My buddy Andrew Rodriguez said Logan looked like an independent movie with a budget, independent film with a budget. And I was like, yeah, it looks like an indie film. It does have that indie film vibe. The 2020s Marvels wasn't like that. Yeah, no, it wasn't, dude. I mean, just outside of, well, not even early 2000s. You have Blade and Blade 2, and then Blade 3, and then you had the Logan. I mean, you had the not Logan. You had the Wolverine. Yeah, they weren't really. I mean, we really f the new people. You gotta get old, man. You don't want to get old. You gotta stay relevant. You gotta listen and I'm talking about new people. I'm not saying young people. I'm talking about new people. I wouldn't mind a 50-year-old person or a 60-year-old person that barely get into it, like showing them how to do it. Or a 10-year-old. Like when my son he wants to learn something, I want to show him. But if his uncle wants to learn, his uncle's like 48, and I'm like, yeah, come on in. We'll all three of us learn it. They're going down. But we gotta. It's a generational thing. You gotta love both sides, and you do it by spending time with both sides. But I mean, if you're crying, if you people start crying and whining, no, you're paying great, but you gotta pay your dues. We were there once, but it is what it is. If you have time to speak up, you don't speak up, then shut up. You didn't. You had no I was told. You talk about these conventions all the time. You never go to them. If you once your son's born, you either do them or you shut up. You shut the f up. And I didn't want to shut up, so I went. And then now look at me. Look at this crap. I have no idea how I got here, but I can show you how I got here. I know where I have some directions I'm pointing, and we're going that way because now we have directions. We've been doing this enough, where we're learning. We're building a backbone. We're building confidence. We're building personality. We're figuring all this out. You guys are helping CJ 2.0 basically become CJ 3.0 or 2.5 because there's already a 3, so I can't go into that slot. But oh man, but Ragnarok's after it. I think Infinity War is where I like Infinity. I'm an Infinity War over Endgame guy too, so that's another thing. But man, Civil War was so good, man. It was so good. So you're like more that serious side. See, I'm playing around with that white tiki. That he's always joking around, but man, Civil War is so good. Can't believe. Yeah, they kind of peaked a little bit there, but no, I like Ragnarok. What's after Civil War? I mean, Ant-Man's good. I like the that's catchy. Ant-Man and Ant-Man 2 are very Ant-Man and Wasp and Ant-Man very the same movie. Very interchangeable. Still got a villain, female, male. You got them get these powers. They got screwed over. They're coming back to fight. They got to rekindle. It's the same story, man. Like they basically took Ant-Man and then just added the Wasp foot and then just to run it back. Because even the Michael Pena part was the funny part of the Ant-Man movies. But there's just those stupid little rewind bits he would do, like, oh yeah, so like my friend Ernesto would go talk to him, and he talked to his cousin Ernie, and they went over here, and it's like you start seeing all that, and that's funny, but it's kind of like formulaic. There, you see it, but I liked it. Let me look at something real quick. I gotta look at the oh, we gotta talk about Roger Corman too. So we got MCU timeline. I think that's how it's called. All right, let's see. Let's see when we can see real good. All right, this one will work. Look at this. I love this. I love that people take the time to go through this stuff and be like, we're going to make it happen. We can do spreadsheets. Why not do it where we can? Work is like when you make work easy because you do it so much and you understand it. This stuff gets easy. But now I'm turning this into my work, right? All right. Captain America, First Avenger, Iron Man 2, The Avengers, Iron Man 3. Oh, I should put release date. This is the actual timeline. But let's go by this. So you're saying Civil War. Okay, Black Widow. I mean, I only got halfway through it. I get it. I get why it's. I don't mind. I'm like, okay, let me finish watching it. I can't talk about it. Ragnarok's right here. Yeah, I love Infinity War. I love Infinity War. Spider-Man Far From Home. I like it. I like that one. Doctor Strange. No Way Home. Shang-Chi. I thought Shang-Chi was good. I took Max to watch it. He was like, what year did it come? He was like 2 or 3 and he would start crying. I was like, oh god, I didn't get to watch the last 10 minutes, but I rewatched it when I got Disney Plus. Black Panther, I'm gonna say it was my favorite part about was Killmonger. And that was it. Michael B. Jordan was the best part of that. Guardians is right here. The Marvels. I saw The Marvels. Not a bad movie, but it can't keep up with the other ones. It's a good movie though. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say Marvel sucked. It's good. It was good. It was good. New type. This is what I'm talking about. New type of writing. New type of things. But what did I do? Oh, I clicked it. Enhanced it. The Incredible Hulk's right here. Captain Marvel. Well, between the Thor movies too, they get kind of the first two are very like dark and shadowy. This is not bad. It's not bad for like the phase 1, like MC, but this is going all the way to 2026. Werewolf by Night. I don't know what that is. I think I saw something on it, but I haven't watched it. Yeah, they got Spider-Man in here. Let's see. Oh, you got some stuff here. I forgot about Shang-Chi. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. CJ Christ. Immortals is God. They need to go home and rethink their lives with. You say you want to do stand-up? I think you should do stand-up. You should get up there, try it out. You'll figure it out. It's not about being good or bad. It's just about getting up there, man. It's just about getting up there, practicing, figuring it out. Dude, I'm figuring out who the fuck I am, and it's fun. It's fun. You know, even as much as I've always was like proud of myself, and I could reflect, and I'd never realized because I don't look at the outside really. I look at the actions. I look at people, I see how people treat other people. I see how people. Like I see that, you know, I'm from a huge blended family, so it doesn't matter the outside. I always look at the actions and the characters, and you know, I try to judge and try to pass judgment, but sometimes it's people just do that, and that's what they think, and they think as a whole. It's not healthy. But you got to be yourself, but at the same time, you got to be loved by other people, right? But I mean, hey, man, stand up is where it's public speaking. It's like the last line of defense, man. Black Panther soundtrack was the dopest. Kendrick Lamar and company did it ironically. I guess we're Manic Mondayz It's open to everybody, but I think we've established that streaming every day to get more subs is a Kendrick Lamar space. We're kind of figuring that out. So Drake people got to watch out where you're up in there. And you also find out that Ty Gwynn owns the Pflugerville scene, so I always want you out of Pflugerville. So be careful. Yeah, the show in the morning. I mean, dude, Jared's been there with me a lot, so it's fun. We're doing episode 21 tomorrow. Like I'm literally gonna go to bed. Damn, it's already 11:15. I have a strict rule of going to bed. You guys go sleep the same day. We try not to jump into the next, but because I want to be up early. But I mean, it's gonna be baby drizzle. It's gonna be a tiring morning, but we're gonna get through it, man. Dude, this week's gonna suck. My only real night to chill is Thursday, but I'm gonna be editing, so it's gonna suck. But we're gonna do it. I got a lot of things to archive. Like anybody else who's watching this weekend, I went to Texas Frightmare to level up my character for the video store. So we're gonna carry. This is the owner operator, CJ Robles. We're working on that video card of his. But once we get this one done, we can work on the other ones, and we can talk about other things. But where'd I put that photo at? So this is the video store we got. So after this Friday, Electrónico Fantástico, we start launching on next week, the first, we launch what do you call it? This show. Sorry, I'm falling asleep. We launched this show, and it's a new sketch comedy experience. So we're gonna try something new. I'm not gonna have everything ready, but we're just gonna get started, and then we'll figure it out from there. And it'll be a lot of behind the scenes, and once we figure it out, we form it. We'll keep going. But I'm like meeting the people that inspire me to keep on going, so I can be reminded about the people that were once here and learn from the ones that have left us and learn from them. See, all this comes together. You can tell stories. It's pretty cool. And I was talking about this morning, and I'll talk about it for My Manic Mondayz, because My Manic Mondayz, is from the Indie Escape Network, and I was reading with them, and I would do a lot of shows, stand-in shows. And if you look at the photo there, there's 6 individuals, right? 1, 2, the other 6 of them. And I mean, it says it all right there. It says Jeffrey Cameron Burr, Roger William Corman, David Michael Emick, Piper Laurie, Camden Toy, and Carl Weathers. And those last 2, I met Carl Weathers, what do you call it? December. And he passed away in January, I believe, or February. So, there's a scene in Rocky 3 when Rocky's going up against Clever Lang, and he's training with Apollo Creed, which is Carl Weathers' character. They're training, and Rocky doesn't have it in him to fight no more, but Creed tells him, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow, because Rocky goes, tomorrow. He's like, no, there is no tomorrow, Rock. Like, he's true. He's like, you got to fight for today, you got to pretend like there's not tomorrow. And when I did talk to Carl Weathers, but I was like, I'm going to see him again in another convention. So I'll get a signature there tomorrow, and I didn't do that. So it's my fault. But it's not a bad deal, right? I'm not beating myself up. It's just something. I'm just showing a story. That's it. But I was like, man, but it's also like, it just happens. But the gentleman right there to my left, which is with the fingers out, with the hair and the mustache and the beard, is a Candem Toy, and is a filmmaker, archiver. He just does a bunch of cool things, like horror movies. And I got to interview him and spend some time with him on a David Lee Madison show, End of the Night. The one I did the fan film, the one I really liked, the one I used to kind of help produce some shows once here. David Lee Madison's right here. And here's my fan art I made for End of the Night. Get out of here. And, David Lee Madison's End of the Night with co-host Scott Schiaffel, good friends of mine. And, I see that, and I was happy because I got to talk to him. He was such a cool guy, just like the energy he had, and very knowledgeable about things, very nice. And he's gone. So, and then Roger Corman just passed. And I have one of his books here, Learn How to Make Money Off, I forgot what it's called, but I read a lot of his books, and I enjoyed his movie. I like his as an attitude towards things, is to get it done type of thing. Where do you find those clips? Oh, they're in my analytics. People made them. So like, Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I'm because I'm telling you, once you start doing something for 21 days, it's not only a habit or a hobby or whatever. It's something you start seeping into. You start like because I've been doing the stand up and I'm doing it in such chunks that I have a hard reset, so it's kind of hard on me. But like this, I'm doing every day, so I'm like, okay. Like when I was writing every day stand up jokes, I was on it. I was getting the jokes out. I have like 75 jokes that I wrote, but I need to work them out. But I'll come with time. But these things just popped out. I was going through the see where it says clips. I didn't make those. Other people did. Like this person made it. Clipped by Christopher Rodrigo, and it's proof. They wrote the title. Proof he wasn't gonna be in the special event if JDF was alive. 2 views 1 year ago by Welcome to Die. Okay, that's Yo, what WTF? 3 views 1 year ago. Clip by Low Key Vandalized. And then the last one is JDF wouldn't self delete. 6 views 1 year ago. Clip by Nace. So I don't know. I think they made them and they took it from the video and then they posted it out there. So I mean, it's kind of hard, man. That self delete one is really rough because it's like it could be people. I guess talking about a conspiracy theory, but he does say stuff there. It's tough. It's still an open wound. It's only going to be 2 years. It's still an open wound for a lot of us. I had to kind of bury myself emotionally and like write a book, make a comic book about it. I need to finish that, So I can't get to that until I learn how to do other things. So I'm finishing the stuff that I started, so I can get where I need to be. Because I don't want to be a bullshitter, and I don't want to be someone that says that they're gonna do something, they don't do it, or they do it at half-ass. I want to get it in there, get it done right. But I'm learning so much from other people, from other filmmakers. We have a filmmaker on Wednesday's podcast. Ty is there's some bullshit where you bring the horse to water and you can't make the horse drink. Ty's bringing the water to the horse, so it's insane. But like he's like we're getting it done. It's fun, but it's getting late, so I'm gonna leave this with that. And the JDF thing it's a touchy subject, He was loved, man, and even one of my friends on Facebook, Chrissy Wiseman, she got she bought like a random mystery box thing years ago. She said she found it cleaning out, and inside it was a JDF signature. And she got all like oh, and I was like, yeah, that's special. He's gone, but he's not forgotten, so it's good. So as we're leaving, we're gonna finish what Roger Corman says. You can make a movie about anything as long as it has a hook. It has a hood to hang its advertising on. So I think it's supposed to be hook. Roger Corman, advertising, marketing. You're gonna see a lot of me because I'm doing the shows. I'm doing the real life shows. I want to sell those crowds out. I would like more people to follow me on this adventure, this hero quest we're going on. But I got to clean myself up a little bit. I'm expecting. I'm seeing what by day 60. I think we're gonna get to day 60. Let's see how that goes. But but he's saying, you're making movies, but their advertising is gonna show up. So just make the damn movie. That's what I'm getting from this. And you can make it about anything. Just people. You got to make sure people want like product placement or whatever. But he's just laughing because it's like it's an art, right? And Roger Corman has always made movies. He was always doing stuff. So he makes books about it. He's just a filmmaker, very loved. He gave a lot of first-time filmmakers their start to the big names now. So always got to respect them. Always got to love them. And because there are some people that I wouldn't be here talking about him and using him as inspiration to make my stuff without him. And then that's why I like hanging out with people like this. Like it takes I didn't realize how much I was going to gravitate to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre people until they start spending time with them, start hanging out with them, start getting their stories, and start hearing who they are. It's fun stuff. But it's all inspired by this, by y'all, by everyone that I can figure out how to do this. I want to do this as a regular monthly, and I want people to have fun. I want people to show up to my shows and be like, "Oh, that's a cool show. That's a fun time." I want that. I want people to hold their heads up and say, "I spent my money to go there, but it was worth it." I spent money on a lot of events, so I should have a lot of it in me. Just need to practice, right? Just need more exposure. But I'm gonna try to see how many tickets we can sell out. And I really don't care. I really don't care about the peace, brother. I'll see you in the morning. I really don't care about the tangible so much about the show, but I care about just having a good time. So if we're speaking Spanglish, ASL, German, whatever, but it's all about fun, movie related things, entertaining related things. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the dice rolling. Let's have some fun. Enough said. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all in the morning. Have a good night. This is what I've been doing. This I did the stand up tonight too. I'm like, I'm here. Y'all know who I am. I'm gonna talk some shit. Let's do this. This is what I did. This happens when you start doing things. You start building a layer. You start building a game. You start building time. You start building a crust. You start building that stank. You start getting in there, and that's what you got to do. But I'll see y'all in the morning. Peace.